Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast.
Oh, what do you think fucking little honey boo boo is gonna be when she gets older?
Swinging his shirt around, just saying, I'm coconuts, over and over again.
Yeah, buddy, it's that kind of fucking show.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the You Gonna Eat That Crust podcast coming at you. My name is Ryan Wilson. Also with me tonight, Seamus. How you doing, Seamus?
What's up, everybody?
Also, to my right or my left, depending on where you are geographically, Greg Hoey. What up, Greg?
Yo, I'm 40 years old, and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill.
Hello.
Yeah, buddy, it's that kind of fucking show. One-hit motherfucking wonders.
That's right, folks. Tonight we're going to be talking about one-hit wonders. What a wonderful thing they are. We're going to span the decades. All right, we're going to come at you with some funky facts, and then we're going to play a little game after that we like to call One Crust Blunder. All right, so we're going to start off tonight's show with going through the decades and our favorite one-hit wonders from the decades. So I'm gonna kick it off, and I'm gonna talk about a little song called "Stuck in the Middle with You." Released 1972, reached number 6 on the U.S. billboards. Written by the Steeler Wheels. It was apparently a parody of a Bob Dylan song, and they were fucking super surprised when it fucking became such a huge hit. You know, and anyone who's heard this song obviously can't hear it without thinking about fucking Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't care where I am, if I'm in a bar, if I'm in Walmart, if I'm in church, I'm going to do the fucking Mr. White dance every time I hear that song. That's how fresh that shit is to me.
As long as you're not cutting any ears off.
That I cannot promise.
Oh.
All right, so I'd like to kick it over to my homeboy Greg now. Greg, what is your one hit that is a one hit from the wonderful time of 1970s?
It's a song called All the Young Dudes. And you know I love all them young dudes.
You always have.
Hoople. And it's actually written by David Bowie. The band actually had rejected the Suffragette City, which Bowie recorded himself. But yeah, that's a great song. I actually really like this song and kind of find myself jamming along to it again.
That's great. That's great. How does it compare to Dance Magic Dance?
Obvious. Dance Magic Dance blows that fucking shit away.
I wrote this song, Matt Hooper. Would you like it?
Mark, hey, Mark in the Hoople, I have this song called All the Young Dudes. That was very Beatles. Liverpool.
All right, so Seamus, why don't you come at us some flavor from the 70s? What do you got, baby?
I'm going In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry, 1970.
Fuck yeah.
Lead singer and songwriter Ray Dorset said that song took only 10 minutes to write, which he did using a secondhand Fender Stratocaster while he was taking time off from his regular job working in lab for Timex.
Shit.
I watched this video. These guys are like, I'll sit in a studio. I mean, it's like I'm playing Red Dead, like a posse from Red Dead. They're all got hair out to hair, and they got mutton chops and like sweet mustaches like Greg. And one dude's just playing a stand-up cello. One's just blowing into a milk jug. It's good stuff. Good song.
Yeah, it's a super catchy song. I actually almost picked that song myself.
My next pick is one of my favorite 70s songs, Dancing in the Moonlight.
Everybody was.
So it was written in 1969 by Sherman Kelly. He was recovering from a vicious attack by a gang on a trip to St. Croix in 69. He says, I was the victim of a vicious St. Croix gang who eventually murdered 8 American tourists. At that time, I suffered multiple facial fractures and wounds and was left for dead. Great game. While I was recovering, I wrote Dancing in the Moonlight, in which I envisioned an alternate reality, the dream of a peaceful and joyful celebration of life. So it took a near-death experience to come up with Dancing in the Moonlight. The band that wrote the song actually broke up within 6 months of it fucking being written. So they hit fucking fame after they broke up. So that's pretty fucking dope.
They're still probably living off it too, getting them fucking checks still. Or them deposits. They don't write checks anymore.
Word. oftentimes at work, I come up with alternate food-based titles for songs since I cook for a living, and Pizza by the Moonlight is a big hit where I work.
Pizza by the moonlight, everybody wants pizza.
Pepperoni, baby.
Pizza by the Moonlight sounds better than Dancing by the Moonlight. Fuck
It's
that.
true.
I'd rather have pizza.
They should probably kick me down some of that fucking royalty
Dancing
money.
with the bagel bites.
Air fryer, they were cooked right. All right, moving to me. You know, I'm going with I Believe in Miracles.
Well,
You sexy Greggy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, me? Thank you. That's by Hot Chocolate, and of course it's You Sexy Thing, 1975. I didn't know they were a British group. Did you guys know that?
I did not know that,
I
Greg.
didn't know a lot of these groups, these one-hit wonders were British.
The singer was Errol Brown, and the bass player was Tony Wilson, and the song was produced by Mickey It's a Must. His last name was just Must, but those are pretty much all the facts I have on that Hot Chocolate. But that's a delicious song, and it's warm and tasty. It's great for the wintertime. You know what I mean?
My pick of the decade, I'm going Rapper's Delight, Sugar Hill Gang, 1979. Track was recorded in a single take, allegedly. Rapper's Delight is number 251 on Rolling Stone's magazine list of 500 greatest songs of all time, and number 2 on VH1's 100 greatest hip hop songs. In 2014, the record was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. I just remember the song back like high school days, being at a party, and we'd put the shit on loop and listen to it and just dance. So all the girls are hanging out, we're just all dancing and having a good time. Allegedly not drinking, or we were drinking, but there was an escort
Yes,
service.
we were all 21.
Right.
Of course. That song literally when doing the band, like every time like a rapper would come up and be like, hey yo, can you play the Sugar Hill Gang song? Like they would like want to come up and rap into it, be like, yo.
Well, it's a feel good song. Gets everyone in the mood, gets everyone dancing. It's got a good beat. Of course, there's some drama with the beat, I guess. They were kind of like almost sued or were sued, and there's another song that came out around the same time with like a totally same beat, but how many rap songs have we heard using the same beat? And we can't even play a sample on our podcast without getting sued? Come on now.
I think that song like hits just right, and like it causes people to start dancing in.
I agree.
Right.
It's just one of those. It's one of those songs that when you're performing, you like Rump Shaker or something. It's one of those songs that just gets everybody going.
Now, if you say you don't like this song, you're automatically being disrespectful to hip hop culture. So I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say I love that song.
Are you being like PC right now?
Why are you winking at us?
Okay, I don't like the song. All right, it's fucking cheesy as shit. But I understand its roots and whatever the fuck. So
Yeah, man, it started. You know,
The
this
Grinch.
important
fucking
song.
right.
The Grinch of Dance Miss.
Right.
Anyways, that's your prerogative.
Great song.
Ryan can do what he wants to do.
All right, so that brings us into the fucking beautiful 1980s.
The age of spandex, VHS tapes, and my personal favorite instrument, the guitar.
Doesn't get much better than the guitar.
It was a guitar solo. That's
Fucking
when
A.
he took guitar solo.
The only thing better than that is a thigh guitar.
Thigh guitar?
Yeah. When a douchebag like myself hops around playing his leg.
Wow, nice. That's pretty impressive. You can play your leg.
True, I can't lift my leg that
Hopping
high.
on one leg.
I feel like I would pull something, or my knee would like buckle.
True. If I ever tried to air a guitar with one leg, I'd never walk again, I assume.
I'm pretty sure I might fucking injure my elbow air guitaring, so I gotta be careful with that shit.
All right, so my first pick for the fucking 80s was a fucking dope-ass song called Melt With You. It was written by Modern English. It reached number 76 on the billboards. And when you hear it, it sounds like a fucking upbeat love song, But in all actuality, it's about a beautiful couple that's in love, and they literally want to hold each other through a fucking nuclear invasion. So the melt with you is quite literal. They melt into one person.
Oh, I met with you, huh?
I thought it was pretty fucking dope. Anyway, I enjoyed learning about the song and the band. Normally a punk band. Before they, released this song, and when they went into the studio to get some help, the producer was like, instead of yelling into the microphone, why don't you just try speaking into the microphone? So that's kind of where the lyrics and the idea for the song came from, is him kind of switching shit up a little bit, and created their only fucking number one fucking hit song. So you go, Modern English, you go.
That's cool. I did not know that about that for the lyrics, but that was a cool pop song. I dug.
Yeah.
Not really. It's like, what is that from the Breakfast Club soundtrack?
I don't recall that being on the Breakfast Club soundtrack.
Oh, soundtrack. I don't care what anyone says.
It's a fucking dope song, Seamus. I'll eat the crust and melt with you.
I give this song 6 crust, maybe even more.
I get the pizza and I never let it cool. And it melts the top of my mouth.
All right, so Greg, what's your number one pick for the 80s, baby?
All right, this song, man. I got back in touch with this song. It's 1982. It's written by this guy Taco, who looks like Booger from the Nerds, putting on the Ritz.
Taco.
If you like it, you can do a lot of cool improv when you're putting on the Ritz. It's,
I couldn't tell if you were glitching or doing the robot there.
I was kind of like, that's my dance. When I dance on stage, I'm like, I kind of do the robot just like this. But like, yeah, I'm a fool. But the song is written by Irving Berlin. Kind of hard to say. And yeah, other than that, I know that Booger currently resides in Germany, and he's still alive, putting on the
Germany.
Germany.
Actually, the singer's name is Taco.
Yeah, that's what I said, Taco. I said his name.
It's a great song, one of my favorites.
Well, we get that he has like a birth name, but he's just fucking Taco from this day on, Greg.
Yeah. His name's actually like Thomas Allen Cooper Odell.
Oh shit,
Taco.
son. That's tight. Actually, Black Alicious did a pretty fucking dope remix of that song as well.
Nah, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard it. I love Black Alicious too.
Samesies.
Hell yeah, thirdsies. If that's what the kids are saying.
It is now. Yeah.
You're getting thirdsies.
Yeah. We already established I'm getting firsties.
I never agreed to that pact.
Oh, okay. Well, it's like what's that movie? The Human Centipede. I'm totally going first. You guys are chopping up my shit.
Yeah, but it's like a Chinese first. It's right to left.
I'll eat bagel bites and chicken nuggets and some Talentini's ice cream and some
Regurgitated bagel bites, Greg. That's coming out the other end, baby.
like Jeff Goldblum.
Blum. I just watched Jurassic Park today.
Fuck yeah, dude. They're doing it again. You're doing it, Peter.
Why not? If you keep just making the same movies and making bank. That's what Disney does.
All right, so Seamus, what's your pick for the 80s?
All right, I'm going Take On Me by Aha. 1984. One of my favorite songs to perform during karaoke. Not that I'm a good singer, but I'm a good entertainer. This Norwegian synth pop band released this hit in 1984. The video features the band in a live-action pencil sketch sequence. The video won 6 awards and was nominated for 2 others at the 1986 MTV Video Music Awards.
That video definitely resonates with me. Like, I'll never forget watching that video when I was a kid.
Of course, just the artistic, avenue they went down with that. It was nothing like you'd ever seen before until they try to replicate it in like after songs, and you only had one hit. You can't just do the same thing again. It looks stupid.
Word. All right, so my second pick for the 80s is fucking I Ran So Far Away by Flock of Seagulls. Reached number 9 on the fucking Billboard charts. And, Flock of Seagulls, they were hairdressers before they were musicians. So when they became musicians, they incorporated all that fucking hairstyling shit into their fucking music. And, You know, nobody ever forgets the flock of seagulls' hair.
They got great fucking hair.
They could have fooled me in being professional hairstylists.
These
They
are
took some
cyberpunk, bro.
pigeon poop and threw it in their hair.
All right, but you can't doubt, their hair's fucking iconic. It's even referenced in fucking Pulp Fiction when Jewel was like, "Hey, flock of seagulls," and it was in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So I mean, I always think of fucking when I hear it when I'm driving, I just want to fucking go over a jump in slow motion. But
I wanna get away. You hear like the commercial for the trailer too.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's just an iconic song.
No, you know what? 98% of the population wouldn't know Flock of Seagulls, but 98% of the population knows. And I ran so far away just to get away.
Oh, is it just to get away? See,
I don't know.
It's a dope song. I like the song anyway. It's nostalgic, I guess, if anything.
Iconic 80s one-hit wonder for sure.
Word. All right, Greg, spit it.
Oh, shit. 1986, a little song called I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight by the Cutting Crew. I mean, does this song fucking cut deep? When I was younger, I used to always think, we used to always sing like, I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you ate. It could have been the beans. Like, we were obviously insinuating some farts. It was like a fart joke song.
Has a fart ever killed anybody?
Has it? It's come close.
I almost got you kicked out of your house.
That's another podcast for another night. But
you want me to stop? I thought that was a perfect segue. Forget it.
Oh no, or we can. Do you want to go back into that?
I was gonna bring it up, but I guess you just kiboshed that.
Oh well, I thought we were gonna do a segment.
I told you that I wanted like a perfect opening to bring it up. You just gave me a perfect opening,
and I blew it.
All right, forget it. Stupid story.
I'm so sorry, Seamus.
All right,
he hates me. I'm sorry, Seamus. I apologize.
No, I don't hate you. It's just
I'm fucking sorry. I thought we were gonna
want the story told. I don't know why. You foul beast.
Because it's funny and it deserves. I'm okay with talking about the past.
All right,
and using myself.
Well, 6 podcasts from now, you can bring it up with us.
Well, guess what? Next time I'm gonna set you up. I'm lob it up to you. And get it out the park, and we'll go from there.
Nothing like spontaneity.
I blew it. It's my fault. If you would have fought back on me, I could have shut up and you could have kept going. So it's actually your fault. You blew it.
Okay. Well, come on my face on that one.
Well, anyway, frontman Nick Van Eddy wrote the song about having sex with his girlfriend, and it's an English pop song. Again, another English band that I didn't know was English, so they're just kind of sneaking in there. English.
I got to say, at this point, I don't even remember what the song was, Greg.
I don't know,
but it reminded me of Stranger Things, which I like that show because it makes me nostalgic.
I agree. Very nostalgic show. I mean, you see a bunch of the shit that you had when you were kids in that fucking show. So it's even like, oh shit, I had that shit.
Yeah, like wood paneled walls.
For reals.
Wood paneled cars.
All right, so Seamus, what's your fucking last pick for the 80s?
My number one pick for the 80s is Midnight Oil with Beds Are Burning, 1987.
Nice. Good
After
choice.
Midnight Oil toured the Outback in 1986, playing to remote Aboriginal communities and seeing firsthand the seriousness of the issues in health and living standards, the band wrote Beds Are Burning to criticize how said populations were forcibly removed from their lands. I didn't know all that when I just loved the song, but it makes it more poignant. I mean, brings it to nowadays where I feel like I'm being forcibly removed from my money with taxes, but
yeah,
it's another story.
I played some pretty fucked up gigs in my life, but I've definitely never played for the Aborigines. I wonder if they're a tough crowd.
Well, I actually was thinking that should be our first stop when we start doing live podcasts.
I agree.
We're going to get a huge following there.
Huge in the Aborigines.
Well, we bring food, and we're the most popular guys around, I guess.
All right, here we are. Fucking roaring 90s. Can I just tell you, like, how much I hate this fucking kids who were born in the fucking 90s when they say shit like, it's a 90s kid thing, or 90s kids understand. It's like, if you were fucking 3 or 4 in the 90s, you're not a fucking 90s kid, all right? You didn't grow up with fucking all the Nirvana shit and the fucking wearing a flannel shirt on and then a flannel shirt around your waist. You weren't doing that shit. You were still shitting your pants. Stop calling yourself 90s kids if you were born in the 90s.
Scrubs.
I agree.
All right, that wasn't too much, was it?
No.
I just felt very passionate about that, and I had to get it off my chest. It's not good to hold on to anger, boys. Gotta let that shit go, as Buddha once said. All right, so I'll be surprised if Greg doesn't have this. My pick for the fucking 90s is Jump Around by House of Pain.
Oh, I don't.
Did you just go 2 in a row?
No, he just talked shit about the 90s.
Oh. Well, I got lost there, sorry.
It's fine.
Jump Around, it's a good one.
Jump Around, released in 1992. It reached number 3 on the charts in October. It was written by the fucking singer Everlast with fucking DJ Lethal on the fucking turntables of who later went on to find fame with Limp Bizkit.
One biscuit.
Obviously, it's an iconic song. I mean, if you're in a band, you've probably covered it at some point in your life.
Never. Not once.
Lies.
Another big energy song, one that gets the crowd moving.
Yeah, for real.
Everybody's jumping. You don't need to know the lyrics. You don't need to know the band. You don't need to know anything. Just fucking have fun.
Immediately makes you bond with whoever's in the room with you.
Or a mosh pit. I don't know.
Or a mosh pit. The song was featured in a fucking shitload of films. I was in fucking Mrs. Doubtfire. Great movie. Fucking Turbo with the snails. Jack Reacher with Scientologist Tom Cruise. Heartbeats. Don't know what that is. The Rookie. Don't know what that is. Black Hawk Down. All right. Happy Gilmore and The Kiss of Death. So it's been around the block. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And, out of everybody, in the group, Everlast is still definitely kicking around. He put out that fucking song that I don't like. Didn't care for that song. And he was in also a crazy gangster rap group called La Coca Nostra.
What song didn't you like from
You don't like What It's Like?
No, I don't like What It's Like.
All right. Well, I'm going to go next because What It's Like is my pick from the 90s. Because
Great fucking song.
Everlast is what House of Pain wishes they were. And Whitey Ford is the singer, not Everlast. Even though his real name is Eric Francis Strode.
Oh, shit.
But this boy had 2 one-hit wonders in the 90s from 2 different bands. So please, you can have your House of Pain. I'll take Everlast. Everlast is a way better band.
Yeah, I would actually argue that they're not one-hit wonders because, well, I mean, I guess House of Pain's kind of a one-hit wonder, but Everlast has had a couple.
What's on the radio besides What It's Like? When do you ever hear another
He had
Everlast?
the other album. He did song. It's the Johnny Cash cover.
That's somebody else's hit. That's not
That still counts though.
not if you already had. Whatever. No, doesn't.
Yes, that's true, I guess, but I don't know. Everlast.
And you don't like that song?
I don't have to like that song.
You don't have to.
Dude, I think that's one of the best. I think it's deep. I love that.
Amazing
It's a
song.
great written song. I love it.
Yeah.
It's super catchy. It's up there for me for one of the best.
Oh, it's great.
Well, you see, that's where we all differ, boys. We have we can all have different opinions. That's okay. That's why when someone says something to me like, "Hey, you look like you'd be a Linkin Park fan," I'm like, "Fuck you," and you guys are like, "Oh, thanks."
Hey, and I may or may not look like a Linkin Park fan, and I am a Linkin Park fan.
That's great. It's great. I'm not here to judge. Just love. I'm just here to love, guys. Greg, what's your pick for the 90s?
Well, I actually I dropped the ball in the 90s. The 90s is like my fucking favorite, and I blew it. One of them's that pick is awesome, but this one right here, after listening to it like for a couple weeks. I'm like, fuck, I kind of wish I picked a different song. It's There She Goes by the LAs. You know that song?
There she goes.
There she goes. Yeah, it's another Britpop fucking band. Jesus, these Brits are everywhere they are, isn't it? It was actually recorded in 1988. But they released it. They re-released the song, and it had reached number 13 on the billboards after it was reissued. But 1990, There She Goes. The LAs is my first 1990 pick.
All right, I'm into it. It's definitely better than my pick because I don't fucking even like this song, but I couldn't go through the 90s without talking about by the Crash Test Dummies.
I kind of like
Once there was this girl.
So, you know.
the girls in the change room when they found birthmarks all over her body.
All right, so that's the theme of the song is about three kids with three different things that they're ridiculed for. And the singer with that sultry, deep voice has a birthmark on his lower back that he was teased for as a child. So that's kind of part of the inspirato for that song.
What was he always like? Skins and basketball and gym class?
He's a poor baby, isn't that?
I thought it was Danzig, by the way, that sang that.
It's not fucking Danzig.
No, I'm kidding.
Once there was this boy.
All right, so the second verse is about a kid whose hair turned from brown and white. And that's about something his grandfather experienced in Vietnam, a patch of his hair. What?
I thought he got in an accident. That's
I just
why.
thought it was an albino powder. The kids were calling him powder and shit.
No, it's about a kid whose hair, it's about being so scared that your hair turns white. His grandfather was in Vietnam, and he was in a trench, or maybe they call it a glory hole over there. And he was there all night, and the next morning, a patch of his hair had turned bright white.
I just thought all the hair on his body was white.
Nah.
Once I thought Brother Ali G.
All right,
Brother Ali. Right?
All right, the third verse is about a kid who attends a fucking Pentecostal church. And at Pentecostal churches, when you're so moved by the Spirit, you start speaking in tongues. And that was this kid's experience, what he was made fun of for. Because, Jesus has got a new body. And he held the power of the Lord. He held the power in his hours. So that's where we're at with that song. What a fucking shit song. Any hoozle. Greg, what's your second 90s fucking jam?
So this song I've actually been bumping a lot, and I'm not embarrassed to say it. I don't give a fuck. It's Brulia, fucking 1997, Torn. No.
I actually saw this when I was doing my research, and I was actually surprised that she was a one-hit wonder.
Well, she's got shit. She didn't that's not even her song, so
right? That's even worse. She had a great voice, beautiful face. Song is catchy, but it wasn't her song. But I'm surprised she wasn't a star.
Yeah, she was nominated for a Grammy for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance, but lost to Toni Braxton. Yeah, this chick, Liz Sorensen, was the girl who originally did it, and it was called Brayden, which stands for burned. I think it's like Dutch. But we checked that song out at work. It's pretty cool. It's on Spotify. Liz Sorensen's the original singer of Torn, or Liz Sorensen. I'm sure I'm saying her name wrong. But yeah, I still dig that song. It's a catchy little pop song, but I love it.
I agree. It is.
All right, Seamus, and wrapping it up, your last hit for the 90s.
Well, I'm going with Four Non Blondes. What's up? 1993. I'd always thought this was an all-female band, but after rewatching this video during this assignment, I took note of the fact that one of the long-haired brunettes in this quartet was in fact a dude.
It's an all-female band.
Well, I guess originally the band was all females, but just before the release of the album, Hall and Day, the original guitarist and drummer, were replaced. It's a good song. I love it. It's catchy. And maybe I don't think I even liked it at first. But it's just a lot of songs, grow on you. And like the lead singer reminds me of like a female Slash. She's got that top hat, curly hair in the video.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently this is a second hit from the album. Yeah, nobody knows the first, including myself.
It's definitely one of those songs I appreciated as I got older, but during the time I was like, yeah.
Yeah. When it came out, I thought it was stupid as shit.
Of course. These were different times. We're all old and shit now, so.
The whole time.
All right, now we're going into the 2000s, and I gotta say, boys, I really struggled with this shit. I don't know if I just stopped giving a shit about new bands after the 90s were over, whatever the fuck happened, or if I was just too stubborn to enjoy anything else, but I had a fucking tough time with this shit.
I agree. Like the 90s were easy, the 80s easiest. I mean, 90s had so many a lot of one-hit wonders. Actually, I have a huge list of 90s and 80s. 2000s, meh. And actually, 2010s are even worse. But let's just go. Let's stick it with the 2000s right now.
I totally disagree. I fucking love it. I think it's great, but being in a cover band, it totally ruined me. Like it made me like a lot of songs that I shouldn't be liking and bands I shouldn't be liking. But hey, you know what? If it's nice to my ears, I'm gonna like it. It's like if it's nice to my belly, like if it's like a mocha chocolate latte or whatever, or frappuccino. I don't care if someone's gonna make fun of me for drinking that.
I don't know if that's good for your belly, to be honest.
It's not actually. I wouldn't do that anymore.
Probably a lot of sugar in that frappa mocha.
Oh yeah. That's like 5 years. I'm talking like 5 years ago. Right now, I would say I'll have like a coffee with like one sugar. What?
Word. That's too much sugar for me in my coffee. I just drink that shit black. Know what I'm saying? All right, so my first fucking pick for 2000s. Again, I don't like either one of the songs that I picked, and I'm okay with that.
Get it!
It's fucking I Love College by Asher Roth.
Oh,
I know what song that is.
It's fucking terrible. It was released January 13th, 2009. It's related to the times he spent at Westchester. If you listen to it, it sounds like a fucking frat boy's wet dream, the entire song. But I think to save face, he said, no, it's not about that. It's about how when schools are having funding issues, the first thing you do is cut music and art programs. So, I got to say, I don't hate all of Asher Roth's other stuff. He has some pretty dope shit, actually. But that song is fucking garbage, and he knows it. Cool thing about that song was it originally sampled Weezer's Say It Ain't So. However, Asher Roth had to rework the track when Rivers Cuomo refused to clear it, even after being offered 100% of the publishing.
Jesus.
What's the name of the song?
I Love College.
Yeah, you've heard it before. You just don't remember it.
Well, I heard a lot of one-hit wonders, but even today, I was listening and like more came up that I hadn't heard from all my shit. So.
I've been thinking, they keep on popping up. I'm like, oh shit, oh that. That's what I'm saying. Like we could be here for days and days just talking about this stuff, and it's amazing. This is a great.
See, without the music, I'm just looking at the lyrics. Without the music, this is gibberish. Anyways,
it's pretty fucking. I don't know how I feel about River Cuomo's not clearing the sample. Weezer's still like one of my all-time favorite fucking bands. But I don't know.
Until that cover album came out.
I enjoyed the cover album.
Yeah, like 2 songs.
No, I like the whole thing.
The cover albums, yeah, it's awesome.
Easily amused.
I feel like you're calling me a simpleton right now.
I love that Weezer cover album. I actually just discovered it probably.
If you're gonna cover a song, at least do it well or even better. But if you're just gonna do it like mediocre, that kind of is just trying to look for a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
What I dig is that Stand By Me cover. That shit's fucking fire.
That's a great song.
Yeah,
That's
it
an
is.
Amazing song.
I like Weezer's cover of it. It's fucking cool.
They did like that and Toto good, and that's it. Like the rest of them.
I remember reading Rivers Cuomo saying in a tweet, I guess, that it's hard to believe I'm in my 40s and I have no friends. And Gene Ween from Ween chimed in, well, you did right. Welcome to Beverly Hills.
You nerded yourself, bro.
Burn. Pushing them daisies, son.
All right. So, Greg, what's your clearly your favorite decade of music? What's your number one pick?
It's not my favorite decade of music, and I picked a couple of just ridiculous songs. But this song I picked, I totally forgot about it. It's a cheesy song, but I fucking love it. It's the fucking Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus.
I knew you were going to pick that.
Get to tickets to Iron Maiden, maybe. Like, it's such a fucking cheesy pop song, but it's so fucking catchy, dude. I love it. It was featured in the Jason Biggs movie, not American Pie. He wasn't fucking any pies. The Loser one, where he's a loser.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
The loser in American Pie. Wasn't that the whole point of it? Isn't he a loser in every movie he's done?
This one, he's an American loser, and it's just called Loser. And, yeah.
I feel like this song comes from the 70s.
The Wheatus, the Teenage
That's the way it sounds like.
Yeah,
I thought it was so much older.
It does sound a little... I didn't think it was in the 2000s. I thought it was like a 90s song, actually.
Yeah.
It sounds like it belongs in the 90s or the 80s. Pete Brown and Brendan Brown, brothers, formed the band. And, yeah, it was, like I said, featured in Loser. That's all I got on it, but I actually really liked it, and that was in my... That and Torn actually got a lot of play, and I'm not, afraid to admit it, or ashamed to admit it, I should say.
All right, well, old shame dog. What you got?
All right. I guess I'm going with Smooth Criminal, Alien Ant Farm. On some level, it sucks that you have to become famous from someone else's song. However, that being said, they fucking pulled out the hell of a version of it.
Yeah.
But
they're actually a really good band.
Only the King of Pop could have wrote this song, though. So I got to give homage to the King of Pop. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson.
I would say only the King of Pop should have performed it overall.
All right. Perform, yes, he performed it way better. They put a different twist on it and made it for new age kids that won't ever give MJ the time of day.
Yeah, well, he touched kids. They probably shouldn't. Fuck him.
All right, yeah.
I can stop
saying he's a good dude.
I can stop with the music, obviously, but
I'm not from the philosophy that let's stop watching a movie or reading a book because that person was a deplorable person. It doesn't matter. It's still fucking iconic in history. I'm not gonna veto something just because I don't know anything about them. I'm experiencing what they're writing or what they're, I don't get it.
I agree with that for most things, but with when you're touching or diddling kids, that's kind of fucked up.
Allegedly,
pretty fucking allegedly. I don't know.
Let's just ban all this music from everything.
No, I mean, dude,
that's the route we're going these days.
He is the king of pop. He's the fucking best. He's the fucking best artist, and he's fucking amazing. The dude's got serious fucking pipes, and he obviously had a rough childhood because he was famous when he was younger, and he got
Oh, what do you think fucking little Honey Boo Boo is going to be when she gets older?
Oh, dude.
She's a lot lizard or...
I would say Honey Boo Boo and Michael Jackson are on the exact same level. She is such a talent.
He's basically going to be hanging fucking babies over balconies, I think.
That did happen.
Yeah.
It did happen. But, yeah. So I guess we're back to me. All right. Honestly, I'm going to say that I didn't even fucking listen to this song, all right? I only fucking picked this song because I know that I've seen him live before, and it's Collide by Howie Day.
Oh, fuck Howie Day.
You were there, Greg.
Yeah, I know.
The motherfucker was toting around black and white glossy photos and shit the whole time, looking like littlest fucking pretty boy.
Looks like a twink.
Pretty much. It was very entertaining 40 minutes just making fun of the dude. And then when I saw that he was actually famous or whatever the fuck, I lost my shit. It's like, how? How did this happen?
Why were we there? Why were we at Howie Day?
There was I think he opened for Percy Hill or he opened for somebody. That's why we're...
Yeah, okay.
He was an opening act.
I didn't know if we were playing with if we were Solid 8 was opening for Howie Day or some stupid shit like that. But
Nah, we were in the audience next to each other. The dude ended up getting in like some crazy trouble though. Fucking in 2004, he was arrested and charged over an incident in which he was accused of locking a fan in the toilet of his tour bus and destroying the cellular phone of another. And then in December 2005, he was arrested in Boston after reportedly verbally abusing the flight crew while under the influence of alcohol and sleeping pills. Allegedly, this was all due to Collide being a one-hit wonder. Like he struggled with it. He thought he was so much more than a one-hit wonder, such a mega talent. And it was featured in all kinds of fucking bullshit TV shows and movies or whatever the fuck. So fuck you, Howie Day. All right, Greg, we're rolling back to you. What's your pick for 2000s?
Well, so I picked a song that I kind of deemed not a one-hit wonder, and I had to change it last second because I kind of think. Actually, well, he is kind of a one-hit wonder, so I'm gonna say that song because fuck the other song. I'm gonna say 2006, "Crazy" by Gnarls Barkley.
Good song, man.
Yeah, it's a fucking great song. I was just saying, he's had "Fuck You," but that's his solo song.
Right.
Crazy was on my list. I highlighted it. So yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah, hell yeah! Like it's one of those songs that I can still listen to like a ton and like just not skip it because it's just so good.
That's Danger Mouse produced that.
Danger Mouse and CeeLo, yeah.
Danger Mouse is a bad motherfucker, man. He does shit with MF Doom and shit. Like, puts out some good shit.
Yeah. I like the Broken Bell shit he does as well too.
I like some Danger Mouse.
CeeLo could hit the fucking notes for sure, though.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Fucking little Tyrannosaurus Rex with his little arms. Yeah, he's great. Kills it. He's kind of sold out now, and obviously he's just riding like that. He's on like the Masked Singer or something.
I don't think he is anymore. I think he got in some shit for something. I don't think he's. I think he's on the decline now. He's part of the notorious Hollywood fucking crew that's going around these days.
He's trying to climb out of that hole with them little arms. He's gonna be climbing for a while. Poor guy. I love him though. He's crazy. Hopefully he gets it back.
Word. All right, old shamey bastard. What's your last pick for 2000s?
I don't really have another pick. I just rather skip this one. But I guess if I have to, I'm gonna go 2005. Girl, shake that Laffy Taffy, that Laffy Taffy, that Laffy Taffy, that Laffy Taffy. I mean, it brings me back to the modern age, and that's about how many lyrics are in a rap song these days. But
Laffy Taffy's delicious.
Hell yeah, it's great for your teeth too.
Not the banana kind. Fuck the banana kind.
Banana sucks and everything. The banana's always the worst.
I do like bananas in general, but not banana flavored anything.
So I recently brought this up with a young kid I work with, and he saw me opening my banana, and he's like, "What the fuck, bro? Why is your banana upside down?" And I was like, this is how monkeys open a banana because they eat way more bananas than you ever have in your life. And they know that it's way simpler to open it from the bottom.
It's true. Yeah.
Just squeeze it and pull. You ever try to open it from the top? The shit breaks and splits in half sometimes.
I will say I'm quite familiar with squeeze and pull, Seamus.
Oh,
that's right. He was blown away, and I'm glad I taught him one more.
And you know what? If a monkey eats a banana like that and then can pick 300 coconuts a day,
I was just gonna say that.
400.
Who's to say the monkey is wrong? Not us.
How much coconut water we get?
I'm gonna trust the monkey over our politicians, to be honest.
Same.
Yeah, they're picking coconuts. They know that that's the good stuff, the coconut water.
Please. Don't try and bring that in here. Don't bring your evil here, coconut water.
One time I was at a festival and I saw a guy like just rip his shirt off. He's like, "I'm on coke. I'm fucking coconuts," and he started climbing trees and shit and swinging his shirt around, just saying, "I'm coconuts. I'm coconuts," over and over again.
Oh shit! Well, let me lead it off with the little X's and O's. You know that song? X's and O's.
It still hasn't grown on me.
I actually like it. It's by Elle King, who's actually Rob Schneider's daughter of Happy Gilmore fame, or actually is even in Happy Gilmore, of Happy Madison fame, I should say.
Google her right now. Rob Schneider's daughter.
Yeah, she was Grammy nominated for Best Rock Song and Best Rock Performance, and her daddy is the fucking Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo. You know, getting it done, son. She rocks it, dude. She has some other good songs, but she's cooler than her dad. Probably more talented than her dad.
Oh please!
Just kidding. I love.
She's got one-hit wonder.
I love Rob Schneider. Yeah, I know, right?
All right, Seamus, what's your pick for the 2010s?
All right, I'm going with somebody that I used to know, Gautier.
Ooh.
It's a weird, bizarre song. The video's even more weird, but I don't know. It was just, I don't know, it caught on me. I guess I like it.
Yeah, I like that song. Good tune. The video's
because the 2010s is when mainstream music really started to suck, in my opinion, and slim pickings, I guess. But I like that song.
Yep, that I like the female vocal on that. I forgot what her name was who guest vocals on
Oh, she had an amazing voice.
Yep. Heavy concept in the song. It was cool. I dug it. In the video when they're painting their bodies and stuff.
The video was weird, but it's a good song.
Word.
Yeah, well,
my pick for the 2010s, number one, is it's a band I actually dig. It's Portugal the Man.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
Feel It Still?
Feel It Still?
That's my song. You stole my song. You just sniped it out of the fucking internet. That's a great song, though. We'll do it together.
Yeah, we're doing it together now. So I don't remember hearing this song until I was watching some fucking Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's minus Dick Clark featuring whoever the fuck now does it. And I saw him perform, and their performance was fucking stellar as shit.
Yeah,
so,
those guys are awesome, man. Portugal the Man's an awesome band.
Yeah, they got some good albums out there. They got some good material.
It's an upbeat song. I like it.
Yeah, Feel It Still is an awesome song. That's a very, very catchy song.
I'm all about that.
Yeah,
I haven't on lately.
It makes me want to dance without regard for anyone's personal safety.
Like I keep on hearing
magic dance.
Put that baby spell on me. I keep on hearing it, and like I still feel it still. You know,
nice.
It's so good. It's a good song, isn't it?
It is. Seamus, what is your fucking?
All right, I think my favorite one-hit wonder from the 2010s and beyond, Safe and Sound, Capital Cities, 2013.
I'm not familiar with this song, Seamus. Maybe you could sing an excerpt for me.
Oh shit! I think I know what you're talking about. Is that
I think you're the one that told me about them.
Is that with like Dave Grohl and like fucking?
I could lift you up. I could show you what you wanna see and take you where you wanna be. You could be my luck. Even if the sky is falling down, I know that you'll be safe and sound. Safe and sound. I could fill your cup. Yeah. It's hard without the music, but man, I'm a terrible singer. Regardless, it's a great song. Listen to it after.
Safe and Sound was the name of a fucking club I used to play at in high school.
I remember that place. You and McKinney used to frequent there a lot.
Yeah, it was a dope place to fucking be in high school, man.
Yeah, I guess if you like a dry venue.
Okay, well, we were in high school, so it didn't really fucking matter, but that place was fucking packed all the time.
To me.
It's a good place for high school kids to go drink. Tell your parents. It was a cool place for like local bands to kind of get their shit going, and it was a lot of straight edge people, you know.
That there was, and it was not easy being like one of the few non-straight edge bands, and fucking during that scene, that time, bands like fucking crying about fucking band members smoking pot and shit, like. That was a bit much for me. And they all had names like Angel Fire, Fire Wing Breather, Volcano Fire, fucking Earth Crisis Shatter.
Volcano Fire was pretty fire, though. I like those guys.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
That first album.
Don't step on the floor when they're playing.
Yeah. Floor is lava.
Look at the couch cushions.
Yeah, but those are fireproof. You could just lava-proof. You could just throw them down and step on them, right?
Obviously. All right. So in my limited research of the 2010s, I picked a decent song that I enjoy. I listen to it in my automobile once in a while. It's of Monsters and Men, Little Talk. Don't listen to a word I say. Hey! I enjoy it. It's a decent song. It makes me feel like, I don't know, like I'm walking on the beach with little crabs biting my toes and shit.
Hey!
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah, that's it. I enjoy it. I mean, I'm doing my best to enjoy some modern music, but I am just a fucking grouchy old man stuck in his ways, and it's not easy for me, boys.
Hey, Ryan, good job. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Greg. It's a big day for me. I'm basically, some days I just sit there and realize that I fucking turned into a hipster douchebag. I'm the guy that I used to fucking hate in high school. Like, I'll be driving down the road and I'll see a kid with like fucking mohawk and like pants and fucking chains on it and shit. Like, look at that fucking kid. It took him fucking 45 minutes to get ready to fucking get out of the house and be a punk rocker. It's like, there's nothing punk rock about that. And while I'm saying this out loud, in my head, I'm saying, oh my God, I've become who I hated.
You're rocking the Jankos? Were you rocking the Jankos?
Oh, of course I was rocking the Jankos.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody that I used to hate.
It's not an easy realization to come to, guys. That's all I'm saying.
You're a hip dresser in high school.
Right.
Wow, that's a compliment. I'm giving you a compliment. I thought you were a cool dresser. I was like, hi, I wear flannels and pants.
I was a weird dresser in high school. I used to wear like polyester outfits and shit.
Polyester's great, man. Salvation Army and Goodwill. That's where I got 90% of my gear.
Right? No, polyester is like cotton is cool only when it's mixed with polyester. Really, those are the most comfortable shirts.
So you're a blend man.
I am.
The best shirt I ever got in my life came from the Salvation Army, actually, in the 90s. It said, Jesus was my co-pilot, but I crashed into a mountain and had to eat him.
That's awesome.
Mine too, from Salvation Army or Goodwill. I think it was Salvation Army because only Goodwill was even around back then. I got Sergeant Slaughter, and I think it was a 50% polyester cotton blend.
Shit, son.
Comfortable. Still some chick stole it from me. So comfortable, and it looked great on me.
Well, I guess we know that the chick was not a real American hero.
Ooh.
Sergeant Slaughter, never in the Marines, as it turned out.
More of a real American Zero.
Oh, but he had that mustache.
Not him, the girl who stole your shirt. Sergeant Slaughter's the fucking man.
Yeah, but he touted that he was in the Marines forever, and it recently came out like 2 years ago. He was never in the fucking Marines.
Fucking stolen valor.
God damn it.
Get him.
I wonder if he tried to get the fucking veteran discounts and shit.
That's American valor that's been stolen. Get that back. Get that back.
Marca. All right, so that wraps it up for our one-hit wonders over the past few decades. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. It was informative and heartwarming and nostalgic, and I feel like we've all become better people because of this, actually.
Ooh, yeah, hell yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, Greg Hoey wants to leave you with these little nuggets of freshness. So speak on it, Greg.
I wouldn't say they're nuggets of fucking freshness. I'm just saying that there are a couple songs I wanted to talk about. One of them was the New Radicals, You Get What You Give. I fucking hate that song so much. I don't know how you guys feel about that song. Yeah, we were in a band called the Free Radicals, and like multiple times when we were playing these New York gigs, people would come up to us and be like, are you guys that bad? I mean, not that it would be cool to be a one-hit wonder and have all that money and stuff, but fuck these dudes. And
hey! You got the music in you.
Exactly. And just the shit that, like, the, fashion shoots with Beckett, Hanson, Courtney Love, and Marilyn Manson. Like, like you're all fake.
You'll kick your asses.
Exactly. Like, I think, even I love Beck, even though he's like a Scientologist. and even Hanson, one hit wonder. Fucking another shout out for those guys. But those guys were all like way more successful than these fucking scrubs, and it just kind of like it's kind of funny and ironic. This guy like talks shit about them, and you know he was a piece of shit and paid it out to nothing.
I mean, let's acknowledge the fact that these one-hit wonder lists were put together by like the record labels or the big-time like music companies, and a lot of them went on to a lot of success, but were only recognized on the radio really for their one song.
Yeah, those guys definitely are
like Toadies, Possum Kingdom. I love that. Love those guys. They have some great music and one-hit wonder.
Oh, for sure. Another shout out. And then I just wanted to also talk about real quick was a song by Liam Lynch called "The United States of Whatever." I don't know if you guys heard that song. Like, I fucking hate that song.
I'd be okay to never hear it again.
So much. Yeah, I know. I feel bad even bringing it up. Like, if you're listening to this podcast right now, don't listen to that song. Please don't listen to that song. Like, especially if you're driving. Like, if you're driving, don't listen to that song. You'll fucking probably drive off a bridge and want to kill yourself. It's horrible. Whatever. You know?
Wouldn't you want to kill yourself before you drove off the bridge? Feel like you
would be driving off the bridge to kill yourself.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you could kill yourself before you drove off the bridge, then yeah, hell yeah. But I mean, what do you have in your car that's going to kill you? At least you have like a pen, you just fucking stab your neck in the fucking car like some Jason Bourne shit.
That's a possibility.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
So I needed to talk about Liam Lynch and those guys.
All right, so that wraps it up for our fucking one-hit wonders through the decades. If you like what you heard, email us at gonnaeatthatcrust@gmail.com, and we'll be sure to hit you right back. Please support us on patreon.com/yougonnaeatthatcrust. Feel free to pick a tier and join it and become one of us and support the podcast. It would really mean a lot to us. And, you know, we don't want to work anymore. This is what we want to do. We want to entertain you people. So help us out, y'all. Help us out. Stay tuned for more. You're gonna eat that crust. This ends our podcast. Huge in the Aborigines.
Well, we bring food and we're the most popular guys around, I guess.
Malt in the hoopoe. I have this song called "All the Young Dudes."